What's good, y'all? Welcome to an episode of Buzz Boys. I'm your host Terry. Tonight, Hornets got a big win over the Bucks at home. Scoreboard doesn't tell it all. Big commanding lead the entire game, and it felt good. And this goes along with my prediction where I said, could we split this Bucks game? Yeah. Hopefully, maybe LaMelo plays Friday. Hopefully, maybe. Um, Giannis, I'm sure will play in this next game, but I feel good, man. 4-7, and this was just a good, convincing wire to wire win versus a team that just didn't have the talent to keep up with us. Um, no Giannis, and that's pretty much their whole team. I mean, Ryan Rollins, Miles Turner, they both had 20 plus respectively, but outside of that, like. I mean, we're not scared of Kyle Kuzma and Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis had a good little game, but man, they just didn't have the talent to get it done, man. At one point, we were up as much as 22, and the bench unit did kind of let the game slip a little bit because we were up by 22 with 4 minutes left, and we only went by 11. It's like a little bit of window dressing, but I'm just happy to see us get a good win, and we were able to do it by not turning the ball over 100 times, and that's what I've been saying every single game. And this is the least amount of turnovers we've had in the last 7 games, I believe. 9 in the last 9 games. The least amount of turnovers we've had in the last 9 games. So it's like you don't turn the ball over, you can win these games. And the Bucks only had 9 turnovers. The Bucks weren't sloppy with the ball. They shot 40% from three. But the way that we won this game, man, shout out to Ryan Kalkbrenner. Shout out to Musa. Our centers won us this game. And just Hart won us this game. I mean, 50 rebounds to 34. When you get 16 more rebounds than the other team, you giving yourself second chances. You giving yourself more opportunities. You're gonna be able to win the game, man. And I'm just blown away by Ryan Kalkbrenner's start to the NBA, man. I mean, it's amazing. Congratulations to him. Just had his daughter, and just the fact that he even played tonight because he damn sure didn't have to, and nobody would have questioned him if he didn't. And I mean, for him to come out 8 for 8, 17 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks, a steal. I mean, damn. He just does his thing, bro. Like, I mean, in the fact he only played 27 minutes, I mean, he could have easily played 30 plus. It's just remarkable, bro. And in that first quarter, he carried us. He had 9 points, obviously didn't miss. Just carried us, man. Shout out to Ryan for sure, bro. Like, I love this rookie class. I see something in all of them. I'm just happy. And then in that second quarter, man, Pat Connaughton, I mean, comes out of nowhere, gave us, 9 points in 4 minutes. Like, oh, a little revenge game for him. First game since leaving the Bucks. So, it was nice to just kind of see him show up and give us a little bit of something. 11 points in 11 minutes. You've got to be happy about that. And I don't mind him getting more minutes. At the end of the day, a veteran and, can hit a shot. I'm not mad at him out there getting some minutes. And I'm happy to see that he stepped up, man. Colin Sexton was really aggressive tonight. Getting to the basket, plus 29, plus minus. Impact was felt. And 8 points in the fourth quarter, 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. Most we've seen him play to close these games out. And, I will give props to Rod Boone for, asking these questions like, hey, why is Colin not closing out these games? Ooh, ooh. And, he's been asking the tough questions this week. So I got to give a shout out to Rod Boone because he's been asking what the fan base has been just wanting him to ask all season long. Like, put the pressure on these guys. Ask these guys questions to their face and make them answer it. Colin closed out the night, finished the game, 16 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals. I mean, And this is still while not being that efficient. You know, he has an efficient game. He should be having 20 plus. Um, really, that's the thing. Where besides Kalkbrenner and Patrick Connaughton, nobody's really that efficient. But the next shout out to me was gonna be Trey Mann. From me was gonna be Trey Mann because he did have an efficient game. But besides him and Ryan, everybody, but Trey was being very aggressive. And I think this was one of the first games in a little minute. I mean, I think last game was decent, but this is like he wasn't thinking tonight. He was just hooping. Yeah, game before last. Yeah, last game he didn't hoop for real. But he was just playing without thinking. Um, that deep shot at the end of the shot clock, like, oh shit. Like, I think he's gonna be okay. Just gotta get his legs back up under him. Um, I like what I saw from Trey tonight. And he was decisive. And that's what I want to see from Trey. Don't take the air out the ball trying to do and one hoop mixtape. You know, like you quick, bro. Use it to get by your defender. Use your floater. Use the midi. Get to the rim. And I feel like he did that tonight. Definitely was out there, just freezing guys and just getting easy buckets because they can't keep up with him. And then, you know, once they respect the speed, that's where the snatch back, that's where the step back comes into play because they respecting your drive. So, all of that opens up when you just play your game. And I feel like, he definitely did that tonight. So I'm definitely happy with Trey. Um, I'm just happy with the team in general. 3 turnovers. Colin, 3 turnovers. We can clean up a little bit. Miles, 3 turnovers. But ultimately, they showed up. Miles Bridges, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He's definitely been facilitating. In his, everybody just kind of in a different role right now. No LaMelo, no Brandon. Uh, you know, guys is out there playing a lot of minutes like Miles and Khan. They got to be connectors. And I feel like they've been doing that lately. Miles had 6 assists at halftime. I kind of was like seeing if he was gonna be on triple double watch. He only had like 2 rebounds at halftime. Finished with six rebounds, 6 assists. He didn't end up getting any in the second half, but you know he's doing his thing. He's stepping up for this team when we need him. So I'm pretty happy. He's not gonna play a perfect game. The only gripe that I really had watching this game was that I felt like we tried to just get too flashy too many times. Like out of the 13 turnovers that we had, probably 6 or 7 were trying to throw lobs, trying to like force an alley oop or just trying to do a little bit too much instead of just being fundamental. I know at home you kind of want to get the fans a show, especially you have a little bit of a lead or you're in the midst of going on a run. Like an alley oop can bring the house down and be a momentum killer for the other team. I completely comprehend that, and when you're in the arena, you definitely feel that as well. But I felt like we definitely got sloppy with the ball multiple times when it was just unnecessary, like a fundamental chest pass and a layup or a bounce pass and a layup. You know what I'm saying? Would have got you 2 points versus we're trying to force these alley oops and return the ball over. There was a couple of those tonight. That was really my only gripe watching the game because we did it multiple times. And I do got to give props to Charles Lee tonight. The way that he coached the game, I felt like he's learning. Just stop with the self-sabotaging. Don't overthink. Don't just, if they're playing good, give them minutes. If they're not, don't. It's that simple. But tonight he adhered to that. And the one thing I definitely give him props for is just his timeout usage. Sometimes he just, watches these teams go on these runs and it's like, bro, call a timeout. Tonight, anytime the Bucks got any type of momentum, anything flowing, go on a 5-0 run, 6-0 run, 7, like any little, like just anything that could have been a momentum shift and dwindle down our lead, he was calling timeout and just, we were coming out of those timeouts focused. So I do got to give props because, at the end of the day, you don't want to applaud a fish for swimming, but, the coach did his job tonight. So, hey, it is what it is. Overall, moving to 4-7 feels good. Um, and it's a step in the right direction. I made a video yesterday, pretty much like, hey, can the Hornets be 7-3 in the next 10 games? And this is why I kind of said that, because it's like, okay, can we beat the Bucks twice? Yeah, even with Giannis tomorrow, can we beat them? Yeah, I think we could. Especially if LaMelo plays, which hopefully he does. Or if he doesn't play Friday, hopefully he's playing Saturday versus OKC. Like, hopefully LaMelo is back in the next game or two for sure. Um, that would help fulfill my prediction. But ultimately, just looking at the teams we have coming up, they're all hurt, missing stars. There's opportunity there to get back on our feet. And okay, right now you're 4-7. You're only 3 games behind 500. You put together a little decent end of the month, and you're back at 500 going into December. And I just feel like 7-3 is viable. Even if you come up 6-4, or even if you just go 5-5, you end up a couple games under 500, just hovering around, and you're going into Brooklyn, December 1st, with a chance to just get on the right track, and hopefully at that point in time, Brandon's back, Melo's been back, and Grant is hopefully at some point in December kind of getting back on the court, or very very close to it. Um, and everybody's just clicking on all cylinders. So I'm optimistic. I like what I saw tonight, and we still could have played even better than we did tonight. Because, like I said, clean up the unnecessary turnovers, off of just trying to hit home run plays, take the singles, doubles where you can, and tonight we didn't shoot hot from three. We shot 30% from three, I think. Yeah, let me check that. I think we shot 30%. Yeah, literally 30 exactly. Um, so we get that up, and we shot 44% from the field. Like, we could have had a more efficient game on the offensive end. So that combined with, eliminating unnecessary, unforced turnovers, man, it's gonna be hard to beat us healthy. Like, I just want to see this team healthy, because I know what we can accomplish. And that's kind of why, like, I go hard when I do. It's one thing if I didn't really think that we had it, and I wouldn't be surprised at certain outcomes, but some of the games that we lost, we didn't have no business losing, and I know that. If you watch the team, you know that. Um, this team has some talent, has some juice, especially healthy. So definitely when you feel like there's a standard that has to be adhered to, like, don't stand for it. Don't be a complacent fan. Use your voice. Let it be heard. You never know who's gonna hear it. Just voice your opinion. I don't care. That's what I'm gonna do for sure. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. Very proud of the team. We got the Bucks again on Friday. Going to Milwaukee. Then we come back on a back-to-back Saturday, back to Charlotte to play OKC. I hate the schedule, because it's like, wouldn't it have made more sense for us to play OKC tonight, and then Friday at home play the Bucks, and then Saturday at home play OKC? Like, why are we playing a home game Friday versus the Bucks, playing Saturday on the road versus the Bucks, to come back? I mean, Friday on the road versus the Bucks, to come back Saturday and play OKC. Like, that makes no sense. The scheduling is stupid. It makes no sense at all. But anyways, I digress. I will catch y'all on the next one. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you know any fans into Panthers, Hornets, Tar Heels content, please tell them to subscribe. At 1,500 subscribers, I will be doing a t-shirt giveaway, and we are really close. I think the last time I checked, we were at 1475 or 1476. So 25 more people, get them to the channel. I'm excited to do the t-shirt giveaway. I'm excited just to hit 1,500 subscribers, and just keep growing. And I'm excited to just share the ups and downs of the season with y'all. Because if we end up having a good year, it's gonna feel great, and I would just love to experience it, with the fans, man. Like, we haven't had a playoff run or anything substantial in just so long. Like literally just being able to experience that while getting the opportunity to talk about it every day will be great. I look forward to that. But anyways, enough of that. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.